Hey all, Tom Moran here from Tom's Big Spiders. Well, I put a call out for people who wanted updates on some of the species that I keep, because a lot of times I'll get comments on videos saying, hey, can you update us on this one or that one? I planned on doing them all as shorts. However, as it turned out, this species that we got coming up here, I had a rehouse already planned for. So what we're going to do today is take a quick peek at one of my Grammostola Pulchripes, or Chaco goldenknees. As many of you folks know, I absolutely adore the Chaco goldenknee. It was one that when I first started getting interested in the hobby, I really zoned in on that I really wanted one. And then I got two little tiny slings, and it seemed to take forever for them to grow up. Well, now I have three of them. I absolutely adore them. This little one here, which is the smallest of the three, needs a new house. So we're going to go ahead and rehouse her, and I apologize in advance for my stuffiness. I have the flu. Working in schools this year has been a lot of fun. We're getting hit with everything now. So luckily I feel well enough to do this video, so we'll try to get this one out because I know I didn't do one last week. So enough of me talking. Let's take a look at Grammostola Pulchripes, or the Chaco goldenknee, or one of Tom's Big Spiders' favorite spiders. All right, so I just put a call out for people who wanted me to do updates. I was going to do them as shorts, and I plan to do a short on one of my Grammostola Pulchripes because that was one people wanted to see. However, I have to do a rehousing. Now, full disclosure, I have the flu right now, not feeling great, so this will probably be a shorter one. But anyway, it'll be a little rehousing, a little update on one of my Grammostola Pulchripes, or Chaco goldenknees. I absolutely love these. One of my all-time favorite species. And I know I say that about everything, but if anybody's been following my stuff or listening to me for a while, you know that I'm not kidding when I say this is one of my top favorite spiders. Probably top three. I just absolutely adore them. These are the M design containers here, and I've had people before ask me how I keep them shut. You can do the whole clasp thing. I've seen it. For a lot of mine, I just use a piece of tape to hold them shut. So this one here, I got back, and I think late 2015, early 2016. It was actually accidentally sent to me. I ordered something. I got sent the wrong spider. It was a little tiny 1/3 of an inch sling, and now it is probably about 3 inches or so. But if you want to get a little close there, you can see those golden knees that give them the common name. Now this is an arid species, one that does not like moist substrate, so I do keep things bone dry. I will put in water dishes. A lot of times they take the water dishes and cover them up. As you can see, I already plucked out a water dish earlier, and there are two other ones in there that are slightly buried. So what we're going to do here is, I think I'm probably going to do the old poke and pray method. We'll see. Maybe I'll use the thing. This one, now I have a lot of folks that when I do the quote-unquote beginner species say, why don't you just pick it up with your hands? I just practice good technique for everything. I have a lot of spiders, including ones that are old world species that pack quite a bite, so I try to practice good technique. Full disclosure, this spider here, I'm not big into handling. I don't handle on purpose, but this is one that I have handled before. She walked right out in my hand, and I'll admit I kind of enjoyed the moment, but I, as a rule of thumb, don't handle and don't see any reason to handle, so I try to basically show good technique. And what we're going to do is just get her right over here. No. See, we got it right in here. Nope. There you go. Right in there. See, I could easily have just picked her up, honestly, but I'm trying to keep people doing things correctly. Nope. There you go. Nope. Oh, boy. And the problem is, spiders want to go up naturally. No. What are you doing? There you go. There we go. As you can see, very, very gentle spider. This is one that has a reputation for being quite tractable. As adults, the juveniles can be a little more skittish. I have heard people say that they have Chaco goldenknees that are a bit more high-strung. I've been lucky. I've raised 4 up, 1 mature male. I have 1 smaller female, another smaller female, and this one here. And they've all been very, very, very laid back, which is what I love about them. I will show pictures at the end of this video of my larger female who has been sat in the same spot now for, I think I was telling Billy, for over a week. So one of the species that kind of earns the name pet rock, but who cares? They're out, they're beautiful, and that's kind of one of the fun parts of owning spiders, when you can actually see them. So awesome beginner species. Now, I did a whole video on the care of these guys from beginning to end, from slaying to adulthood. So what I will do is put that at the end of this video for folks who want care information. Again, usually I do some care notes, but I did cover this one pretty exhaustively. So yeah, awesome spiders, very slow growing. This one will probably be in this enclosure for quite some time. I've noticed when I got mine, they were all about 1/3 of an inch. It took them forever to get to the inch mark, but once they got the inch mark, they tend to pick up the growth rate a little bit, which is great. But with that slow growth rate comes a very, very, very long-lived spider. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys could live 30 or 40 years, quite honestly, which is great, because how many pets can you say you can have for 30 or 40 years? These are one of those ones, if you're older, like my age, and you're picking up slings, you might want to put them in your will for your grandkids. So there you go. Grammostola Pulchripes, Chaco goldenknee. Oh, the enclosure. My gosh, we forgot the enclosure. All right, so the enclosure on this one here, Billy wants to back off for a second. It's our favorite barbarous growth, subverting tradition, crystal explosion-proof glass climbing pet tank, master of landscape architecture. I just like reading it out because it's the silliest name. As funny as they are, I've been picking these off of Amazon. I think this one was about 25 bucks, and I really like them. I picked up bigger ones for my curtain web spiders and really like those too. They're crystal clear, they're explosion proof, so apparently they won't just spontaneously explode on you, and they look great, completely clear. And then let me show the top. All right, so very well ventilated, ventilation all around here, ventilation on the top, not mesh. It's the perforated steel or whatever, tin. And then nice little hatch here for feeding. These are a little easier to get open than the bigger versions. Are a little more difficult to get open, but still not that bad. And what happens is you put this little bad boy down here, and there's these little screws you put in and turn. But really attractive looking enclosure. I've been picking up more and more of them. I bought them the first time, honestly, because I thought the name was funny. And then after getting a couple, I think we have, what do we say? We have 5 now? 5, 4? And I'm probably getting more. So really cool enclosure if you're looking for something for, you know, medium-sized tarantula, smaller tarantula, really, really nice. And as far as the enclosure setup, we have the cork bark. We have some moss, more for look. She doesn't need moisture. She will have a water dish. I will put a water dish after we end the video, but before I put it on the shelf. And then I have BioDude substrate, but you could use any cocoa fiber. Just make sure it's dry and pack it down. I've had a lot of people lately that sent me pictures of spiders climbing the walls of their enclosures, and it's basically fluffy, wet cocoa fiber. If you get the bricks and you hydrate them, you have to dry it out before you put it in with the spiders. It makes a very uncomfortable environment. And I got some leaf litter for the looks of it, and I did a little starter burrow in there. All right, so there we go. Now we're done. Grammostola Pulchripes, Chaco goldenknee, one of my easily top 3 favorite all-time species. Man, she's looking good. Love that gold. So as promised, here is some footage of my older girl. This is one of the ones I got as she was about 1/3 of an inch when I got her. You can see big, beautiful girl now, pushing about 6 inches or so. So still not fully grown. Supposedly they can get to 7. I've heard 7.5, maybe 8 inches, but I haven't seen it yet myself. I don't care. I absolutely adore this spider. All 3 of them very laid back. I mean, if I wanted to handle, these would be the guys that I would handle. Again, not into the handling stuff, but just awesome spiders. And again, they have sometimes that negative connotation of being pet rocks, which I hate because, you know what? When you get a big furry spider, you kind of want to show it off sometimes. So it's kind of nice that they just sit out in the open. And this one, again, has been sat there for pretty much a week. I even took the cage off the enclosure, shot this footage, put it back. She still didn't move, but hey, that's okay. She's really laid back. So that will do it for this one. As always, if you'd like to enough to subscribe, very much appreciate. Click the little circle up in there. If you want to check out my full husbandry video on the Grammostola Pulchripes, it will be down here. I will put best for viewer or something up here. As always, if you take the time to comment, I will take the time to respond. Just know it can take me a couple days because I tend to get a lot of them. Guys, stay safe. We'll catch you all next time.